What's up, guys? Zan from Forward Progress Madden. In this video, we're going to take a look at the power spread offense with the Oklahoma Sooners. As you can see, the name of the video is the Belldozer offense, and the reason is we're going to be playing Blake Bell, the backup quarterback for Oklahoma. In my opinion, he's the closest thing to Tim Tebow since Tim Tebow. Cam Newton was a different style runner, a little bit more athletic, a lot more athletic, to be honest with you. And RG3 was just an absolute track star, not quite built like Tebow or Bell. Bell is actually 6'5", and he weighs about 255, 260 pounds. And in this game, he's got 92 acceleration, which is great for the option game. His top end speed's only a 75, but this man falls forward nearly every time. This first drive, you can pick up right away that the Missouri player has the strip and the big hit on. So what I want to do is I really should go to a conservative catch and a conservative big run to counteract that, to make sure my guys are holding on to the ball. As you can see, the defense is playing off of the wide receiver, so I go ahead and I run the short curls play. Basically, anytime I see the defense off of my outside receivers, I'm going to go to that quick pass, the curls play. The curls actually come back at such a quick angle that it always catches the DB on his heels, and it's nearly a completion every time. Here, he runs all coverage D, and I scramble up, and unfortunately, I fumble the ball, so Bell not quite living up to that nickname that many have given him since he arrived on campus in Norman. While I'm here on defense, I'm going to go ahead and go off on a slight tangent. Actually, yesterday I was over at TGL, and Adjust started a really good thread over there, talking about the new breed of Madden player. And to be honest with you, it's unparalleled for there to be such an active Madden offseason. There's been a lot of players that have come onto the scene in the offseason, and that is just absolutely not normal. Normally, when you are in the summer months where the previous Madden edition gets old and you stop playing it and you're just waiting for the new Madden to come out, typically that is just a dead period. The boards are inactive all over the place. Players aren't playing the game. It's hard to find people to play. But this year it's not been the case. In fact, there's been a lot of new players, and that's evident in that there are so many more YouTube channels. It's been just a huge opportunity bubble that's arisen in the YouTube community, and it's exploding. The community is. Everybody is commentating, trying to help. And personally, I love it. It's a good thing. I would consider myself to have jumped in on this YouTube, explosion about the same time just about everybody else has. And what I'm trying to say is with this YouTube influx, even though there's so many channels out there already, there's no need for these channels to worry about all these new channels coming in. Case in point, right? There are 5 million to 6 million people that buy Madden every single year. On YouTube, the biggest channel has 30,000 subscribers. That's not even a tenth of the total Madden buying population. Think about that. There are so many more people out there that can watch and can get on YouTube and search for tips and get help from players. There is room for everybody is what I'm trying to say. But going back to Adjust thread, he's been saying that this new breed, all these new players, and the arrival of all these channels has started, like, I wouldn't say a war, but it's caused a lot more drama than it really should have, to be honest with you. Case in point is that a lot of the old heads, I can't really call them old heads because the YouTube Madden thing is not that old. It's only 2 or 3 years old at the most. But I feel like a lot of the already established channels have been abrasive towards this influx of new players coming in, and it's been starting pointless drama. And I think that's what Adjust was getting at in his thread, and a lot of what he said, it was spot on. A lot of players are just in it to help. We do stuff for free left and right. We just want to help people get better. So, talking poorly of other channels, and saying that, you know, X channel stole X tip and Y channel took an idea from, you know, Z channel. Not needed. It just isn't. There are far too many people that play this game to worry about having all of this small population that watches YouTube. There are going to be more and more people each year as Madden goes towards the online gameplay. I mean, if you think about it, we went from a live event, a Madden challenge, a live tournament Madden challenge in 30 cities years ago, where, you know, 200 to 300 people would show up at the NFL stadiums and play in these events. Now, so many more people are getting into the online play. With the technology for the internet is changing, you know, higher speeds, everybody's fighting for higher speeds. Just the amount of people that can play online, it's increasing all the time. And the same can be said for the YouTube community. More people are going to come into this community not only to get tips, but to give tips. And there's plenty of room. It is not a race, in my opinion. Like, there's no reason that everybody should be trying to fight each other for shoulder room and elbow space. There are literally an infinite amount of lanes. So there's no reason for everyone to be trying to step out and take other people's lanes and put down one another, because ultimately that's just a bad look for the community as a whole. And that is really how it is. So you know, everyone can coexist. You know, just because one person watches your channel doesn't mean that they're not going to other channels and watching. You know, a lot of my subscribers go to other subscribers, or to other channels, and they're subscribed to them, and that's completely fine with me. I mean, that's what we're all here for. We want to help. So ultimately, that is what it's about, is helping. And I think that we all forget about that at times, including myself. You know, a couple of videos ago, I, you know, spent time wasting breath on an issue that really is not an issue. You know, just got to keep my head down and doing what I do, worry about my material, and that is all that matters in the end. So, just got to remember that, and there's plenty of room for everybody. So, going back to this video, right, we got a 7-3 lead. We're here in the first quarter, and basically all game I've just been mixing up on defense, 4-3 under edge sting, and this new coverage defense that I put out on the channel yesterday, the 3 double buzz out of the quarters normal. And a couple plays ago when I ran this, it took my opponent a while to throw a pass, and really dictating what he can do on offense. There we ran it again, and he threw right into the middle of 2 guys. A lot of people are still in that mode of coming out and shotgun tight or shotgun snugs flipped or bunch and just throwing the ball up the seams. And this 3 double buzz is so smart. People drop up the seams with the players. You don't have a hike throw, and the further down the field you get, there's going to be people covering that as well. So very happy with that. Here we go back to the 4-3 under edge thing. Had a guy come through the A gap, might have rushed the throw a little bit. We get the pick. So we're coming back on offense and get Blake Bell back in the game. We turned the ball over on downs the first drive, and then we ran a speed option off the edge, and he didn't look like he was 75 speed, that's for sure. He ran down the field, got us down, and then he punched in a few plays later. Here, run another speed option, get the ball out to Dominique Whaley, and we have a 2nd and 4. Just really what this power spread is about is getting that north and south running game from the shotgun, using the read option, the dive, the halfback off tackle, and then mixing in the speed option counter. And then, of course, whenever we catch them sitting back in coverage, we like to throw the curl play. You know, there are so many good run plays in this formation that really all I find that I need passing-wise is the curls play. You have a nice option over the middle, and the outside curls always get separation against a relaxed zone or relaxed man coverage. In fact, whenever you throw the curls, you'll find that the majority of the time your opponent's defensive backs will be falling backwards or on their heels when you throw the ball. And you could throw it well before the receiver turns around and he'll still react to the ball. So not really a back shoulder fade, but it kind of has that effect where you're throwing the ball while the playing off of the defensive back more so than the receiver. As soon as that defensive back gets backpedaling, that's when I deliver the ball for a 10 to 11 yard gain typically. So we're here at the end of the first and got the 7-3 lead. We're driving again. Been working the read option and the dive. Whenever we see the box like so, here's another example. They go ahead and they show blitz. So we've got, it looks like 8 in the box with a free safety over the top, making 9. So we're going to go ahead and come out in this play right here, and right here actually I thought we were going to throw the ball into the end zone, but we didn't. There's Bell again though, taking off and falling forward for an 11-yard gain. So what I really want to do in this scenario, and this is actually where I show my weakness, the first time I was inside the 5, I struggled to get the ball in until you know, I finally got the ball in, but it just took a little bit more work is what I'm getting at. That's really the only downside to this playbook I run. For those of you who are wondering, I'm in the Arizona State playbook. The reason I like it is because a lot of the stuff that I've thrown up on the channel is in this book. The shotgun normal halfback weak, the comeback Z post tip that I did is in the playbook. The tip from the shotgun split slot, the PA wheel curl is in it, and that was just a bad play. I don't know why I was throwing the ball from that formation. The PA wheel curl is in it. That's a good tip. If you haven't looked at that, check that out. Lots of ways you can throw that play. And then, of course, the whole shotgun wing offset and wing offset weak with all the plays in both formations are in it. And that's one reason I really just like this Arizona State playbook over the Oregon and the Ohio State playbooks that I was running prior, is that you have the whole arsenal of run plays from especially this formation, the shotgun wing offset weak, in which you can really get the draw, the power O, and some of the other auto motion plays going. There, I can't even make it. I can't even make that seem like that was a good read. There, I threw the ball and the slot made a nice play on it, and his man didn't react to it. But that's kind of what the curls play is about. For some reason, the DBs just do not play those curls, any of them, including the slot. So get the points any way we can, I guess, and we take this 14-3 lead. And you know, this opponent, when I chose him, the reason I chose to record this is honestly I'm not a huge fan of ranked games. I would say over the past few years combined, I've only played, you know, probably 30 to 50 ranked games over the past, 4 years. I just feel like I get a better look out of playing in a league, so check out leagues, man. There's a lot of players out there that are tired of all this stuff, like the squib kicking with wide receivers and the DC glitching, I guess it's called Cain and Abel or something. I don't know much about it, but check out the leagues, especially CompeteForever.com. That's the number 4, CompeteForever.com. That's where I play. It's where a lot of actually guys that have become prominent names in the competitive Madden community have come from. Vince, who won the Hall of Fame tournament back in 2010, he's a Compete Forever veteran. T. Davis, who is a big player in the COB crew. He's one of the better players in the Compete Forever. A lot of the Renegades play in it, and of course, it doesn't get any better than Coach K. The man does it all out of pocket. The winners of the Madden leagues get $100, and that's every month. We play a whole season a month, and it comes out of Coach K's pocket. So definitely check that out. Here we sack our opponent, and he is done. He doesn't want to play anymore. I thought when I picked this opponent, he had a good record. I think it was 36 wins and single-digit losses. Middle of the single-digit. It wasn't like 9 or 8 or 9 losses. I think it was like 6 or 7. But and that's the prime reason why I'm not a huge fan of the ranked game. So really, you never know what you're getting. A player can be 205 losses, and you still may be a better player, and that's why I think leagues are a better look. So go ahead and check that out. that's it for this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and hopefully you enjoyed getting the full raw gameplay footage of the power spread. And also, make sure you check out Blake Bell. That guy's a freak. You know, he has to be a freak if you're going to sit a 95 overall starting quarterback like Landry Jones for him. So definitely check them out. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and even if you want to, go ahead and suggest something you'd like to see, whether it's an offensive tip, defensive tip, or just me using a different team. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks.